up.
Guess what we got? So as you may know, we typically have had a French press in the past to make our coffee. We unfortunately left that at a friend's place, so we were looking to potentially buy another one when we found this little coffee maker, and I looked it up, and it draws 600 watts of power, which is exactly what our inverter is. So we figured we'd try it. So we ran it like just ran some water through it on a cycle yesterday just to test it out. It worked great. So we just unplug everything else, make sure there's nothing else plugged in, and then we have like a little coffee maker, which is super awesome. It's really nice to have. So yeah, this will be the first actual pot of coffee that we're going to make with it. So let's try it.
Good morning. We slept on the beach last night, which was amazing, and we kind of showed you this morning, and it's just crazy waking up in a spot like that. I found so far that in San Francisco, there are quite a few spots, like rest areas that are legal to park at overnight and like have amazing views. We've only been here for a couple days now, but we're already realizing that, and it's pretty dope, I must say. Although on that same note, last night the winds, there was like a, what's it called, high surf advisory?
Yeah, and flooding alerts as well.
Yeah.
The winds were 30 miles per hour with gusts up to 45 miles per hour, and it definitely blew the van around for sure. Like we were just like shaking sitting in the van.
To the point where I was looking up like, can your van topple over because of winds? And then someone had actually written a blog post when he was sitting in winds, or she, I actually don't know, when they were sitting in winds of up to like 75 miles per hour in Ireland or something, and then they were looking it up and then they heavily researched it. So thank God for that blog post, because it really put me at ease, because at one point I thought that our van was literally just gonna tip over and start like rolling around.
It's low and wide. We'll be all right.
It was very, very strange. Nick had his TV out and it was like rattling. I looked up this morning to see if there were any hikes nearby, and there was one, Pedro Point, and we found a parking lot at Devil's Slide Trail. I don't know if those two things meet up, but either way, we're just gonna keep walking up Devil's Slide Trail, I guess, and see what we see. And if we get to the point, then that works, and if not, we parked in totally the wrong spot, but who cares really? It's a beautiful sunny day here in San Francisco, so let's go.
One thing we've noticed about California is there's always like this mist over all, like, I guess ocean cities. I mean, I guess it's just like ocean mist, but it makes everything look like it's like a filter. I don't know, it's very cool.
Okay, so after walking on the Devil's Slide Trail for a while, which is like stunning, we could have just done that, I was like, I feel like we're not gonna meet up with the Pedro Point headlands trailhead. So we turned around, I looked on the map, and here we are, found it.
I'm the map, and this is Dora, so.
Oh my god, sweaty. It's 22 degrees in the van, which is amazing. I haven't been this warm, I feel like, in like some time now. So Nick had a little granola bar before we went for the hike, and I only had a coffee, so it's time to make a smoothie. We just got a new blender, which we're so excited about. I wanted a magic bullet for ages, but I didn't want to spend like $60 and then have all those pieces because we don't have a lot of storage obviously in our van. And then we just found a Hamilton Beach blender for like $17.99 at Target. And we tried it out yesterday. It works very well. So we're gonna make a little smoothie here and get some fuel in us and then continue this day of exploring. But wow, that hike was absolutely gorgeous and I broke a little sweat. So that's nice, a nice little glow. Miss it? I thought there would definitely be one around the corner.
Wait.
Like by those sprinters. Oh, is he blocking the entrance?
Yes.
Okay, there's another entrance
I
up
see,
here.
Yeah. Okay.
But he is blocking the entrance. It's $20.
20 bucks?
Yeah.
For how long?
2 hours.
What?
Yeah.
That's calling silver.
This guy? So we knew that there was like petty theft in San Francisco and to like, you know, not leave your vehicle for too long and stuff, just from what we have read. So anyways, we're trying to go to Fisherman's Wharf right now to like, you don't know, do some touristy things. And we pull into the parking lot and someone came up to us and tried to scam us by telling us that we had to pay him for parking and that it was $25. Even on the sign it said 20, and then of course he wanted cash. So we're like, maybe we're just not gonna park here.
He also had asked us how long we were gonna be gone for, which kind of sketched me out. I was, you know, we also read reviews like people being like, oh, like within 2 minutes of me leaving my vehicle, like professional criminals came and like smashed like 4 people's windows and broke in. So I was just like, okay, well, that's not good that he knows how long we're gonna be gone. So.
Yeah, that literally happened to me in college when I got robbed in college, and
He said, oh, I don't mind if you take up 2 spots. I'm not gonna charge you. Normally it's $65 for big trucks.
we're like, okay, we're just not gonna park at this lot because you're sketchy. Like we're not gonna. We could
He was
go
such
to
a nice guy too, but I mean, obviously
They're always like
he's
that.
scamming.
So yeah, we I feel like we're living the true tourist experience where someone tries to scam you. Oh my god. Why do people drive like this? What's this parking lot? This is really close to the...
Oh, yeah.
Like, we'd be able to see it. This is a one-way, hun.
Oh, son of a bee. Okay. I have one way left, so maybe I can flip a bitch.
If we can't park in a spot where, like, our van is in our sight, I'm not interested in...
Me too.
Yeah.
Is it the sourdough place? Boudin?
Yeah.
That's the one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Can't you smell it?
Oh. Yeah. It's faint, but yeah, I can.
You always kind of want to be like when someone, like, tries to scam you, it's kind of like, you, but...
Yeah, hey, Seagull.
Also, oh god. Also at the same time, whatever. Just gotta know better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't trust people.
I want to take cash. Put like this like crumpled up receipt on my dash. She's like, there you go. Thanks, man.
Bugger. Yeah, the van is just too valuable.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah. I also, like, yeah, even if we take all of our valuables with us, which we would, if we break a window, we don't really have money to put into fixing a window, you know? I'd still, like, I'd cover everything, even the front window, like, cover everything up, but I just don't, you know? I just don't trust it, because I don't think anyone would break in if they just walked past and saw, like, the windows all boarded up, but if anybody watches us get out and sees that there's nobody in the van, you're fucked, you're just pooped, you know?
Yeah. So some people might think we're silly, but we've decided not to go. We could take all of our stuff out with us and everything, but, like, our van is just too valuable. We don't want to leave it. We don't want to risk it. We don't want to risk anything. So, we're gonna pass on that. And also, sometimes you just have to, like, follow your gut, you know? like battery powered little lights. What are they called? Like not like Christmas lights.
Twinkle lights? I don't know.
Yeah, fairy lights maybe. And we used to have them across our back curtain, but they were like bigger bulbs, which I didn't ever actually mean to get. We just got those. But now those ones broke, so
Don't turn it on yet.
I won't. So I got new ones, but these ones are really tiny. So I kind of figured the old ones broke in the back and like near the back doors because it kept getting stuck underneath the bed, like the actual battery pack, and then it ended up just like ripping off. So I'm not gonna put them back there this time, and I'm trying to just like wrap them around our little grid here that everyone knows that I love. And we'll see how it looks. It's kind of long, so it's like going around and around and around and around, but. It looks like a shrine. Well, I don't have any other ideas for now, so we're just gonna leave it like this until I think of a better idea. And I still need to fix this.
Wow, hey, look at you. Oh, that's a f***ing sick 240, actually. Oh, shit.
You're gonna make fun of it, but then you like the car?
Well, he's driving like, well, actually, okay. There you go. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for him to rip past me to then just get to the stoplight quicker, but oh my god, look at that car. Oh. Same car as I used to have. This is a hell of a lot nicer than mine was, though.
I wonder if one day he'll also upgrade to an ambulance.
You know, I think that every 240 owner eventually does. In your younger days, you go, wow, I'd love to get sideways, and then as you get older, you realize,
I need to live in my vehicle.
I need to live in an ambulance.
You can stream on compatible devices that you already own. In fact, you can stream on up to 20 devices.
God, what a way to wake up. We saw someone doing that the other day on the beach, like when we just were walking on the beach and there was some guy like just by himself running around the beach in his bare feet, and we're like, that looks so fun, we should do that. And now we did it, and I feel so good. Anyways, last night I was soaking some cashews because today I am going to, that's Nick sweeping in the background if you're like, what the fuck is going on in the background? Because today I am going to be making a spinach dip. I heard that San Francisco has some of the best sourdough in the whole world, and we love sourdough bread, so we're definitely gonna get some today. And I wanted something to eat with it, so I was like, why not make a spinach dip, which I love making, but I couldn't find any tofutti sour cream or like vegan sour cream at Trader Joe's, which I feel like that's weird, right? Like I feel like that's weird that they didn't have that. So I'm gonna make my own sour cream with cashews, which will probably be healthier anyway, or higher in protein at least. And then make a little spin dip and let it set until we can eat it later. And yes, I feel like today is gonna be such a good day. It started off so well, so let's do it. This is what I made. So that I'm gonna let sit in the fridge for a few hours because it will taste better. I was really gonna make it last night, but then got a little bit too lazy.
It's really sandy in here. We've been like living at the beach for the last, I don't know, few days. So after yesterday's scare, Rachel and I are trying to find a parking lot where we don't really have to go too far from the van, because we don't want to get broken into. So I'm just kind of looking up like lookouts that you can see from the parking lot, or that are like within eyeshot of the parking lot. And I thought I saw one at this place called Golden Gate Overlook. But after reading some of these reviews, like the first one is, well, my car was broken into and half my family's bags were stolen. Don't park here. Just 1 minute ago, saw a car breaking back windows and taking luggage. Careful of the break-ins. Free lot, close to a major tourist attraction. I arrived in the late morning. With that being said, my vehicle got broken into. The best place to steal valuables from your car in the Golden Gate area. That, like all the other lots, are like you have to hike to get to wherever you're going. Like even in this lot right now, there's like if I read the reviews and it says like don't park here. There's break-ins. People just doing it in like broad daylight. Also, like we have no windows in the back. And like our things are all covered, so you can see into the cab, which we like clear out so no one can see anything, but you can't see into the back. So I guess like you don't really know if anybody's in here or not, but if anybody's watching us and watches us leave, you know, yeah, we still take our stuff with us, but it's just sketchy and it's not a risk we really want to take because, you know, even if we have all our stuff with us and nothing really of that much value gets stolen, still having a broken window is not something that we want. Yeah, like I click on a parking lot and like the first photo that comes up of all these parking lots are just like smashed windows.
Yeah, so I was reading reviews about this bakery, Boudin. The French-speaking side of me wants to say Boudin, would be how to pronounce that, but I'll be damned. And I was looking at like reviews on like different sourdough breads in San Francisco. And people who like live here and taste sourdough bread and are like experts in sourdough bread say that this isn't actually like the best one. Like there are other places in San Francisco that may be arguably better. But in my opinion, this is very, very delicious.
It's a hell of a lot better than the sourdough we've got up in Canada.
Mm-hmm. And it's still fun to like go to the like touristy place, like the places where you're supposed to go, you know? Like you go to San Francisco and you get the bakery bread, you know?
Oh, it tears apart so nice too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I must say that this is a really nice snack. And my spinach dip as well.
Fucking bomb. Bring my board with me. Even though Rachel's walking, I don't really get a chance to ride this board that often, so I feel like this is a good chance to screw around, I guess. Let's do it.
The sun is setting and we are at Baker Beach here, and it is absolutely beautiful. We have the sunset behind us and the Golden Gate Bridge to the other side. It's actually like the prettiest sight that I've seen in a long time, I think. And yeah, there's tons of people out, but that's, I mean, very understandable. Oh yeah.
I saw them like pull up, both with black masks on. So I was just like watching, and they backed in beside this car, and they opened up their door, and they looked inside, and he like went like this, and then he like jumped back in, and they drove around the lot, and were like over there for a minute, and then they just ripped by like
so
really fast. Yeah.
And you could see they pulled their masks down when they were pulling out.
Yeah.
So they had their masks on when they were driving here, and then they pulled them down here, and then they went out.
Unless they did one over there that fast.
Oh, fuck. I was ready to film their car over here.
Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen, because they looked like they were like, they went like this, like pointed at it.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe they hit a car over there.
Fuck, I wish I'd filmed their car. That guy's just standing outside by a car.
That was fucking okay, so that's gnarly. So they did scope it out beforehand.
Yeah.
So that's interesting to know.
I wish we got their car, like their thing, so that we could have reported as suspicious. Because they were not sightseeing. They ripped in, they had masks on, then they went over there, hid for a little bit, and then they ripped out going like 60 in a parking lot.
Yeah.
For context, when we went out to go film this beach, we went out really fast, and then I took some pictures with Nick, and then Nick ran back to the van. We didn't want to leave it for that long.
I know, like I hate it because I don't want to seem like I'm paranoid, but like I am pretty paranoid, man. He was parked on the other side, so like, oh, maybe there's broken glass or anything, but yeah, we didn't see anything, so.
Yeah, and that's what I just checked
yeah.
too, so.
Yeah. But yeah, if you see him, yeah.
Thank you much.
Yeah, no worries. Cheers.
Yep.
Take it easy.
And you can go on.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yep.
It is 7:56. It is time to move the van. I've got the van started right now, just like defogging the window. We're gonna drive over to the gym parking lot, which is across the street, and it is not a paid lot after 8 a.m. Make some coffee and go to the gym. I feel like we both need to go to the gym this morning. Get some exercise. Been doing a hell of a lot of driving, and I've been doing a lot of walking around the city too. But definitely in need of some gym time. So dark. Good to go.
So we were just driving because we were gonna go to a skate park, and then we were gonna go to a street that Nick could skate on, and then we were gonna go to Lombard Street, and then we're like, I don't know if we're still gonna go there because I don't know where we're gonna park. Anyways, we're having this whole discussion about what we're gonna do today on this beautiful day here in San Francisco, and our check engine light comes on, which is actually the first time I believe that our check engine light has ever come on in this ambulance. So that's a bit concerning. Never a good feeling when that happens. Although I was just looking up a mechanic, and everything's closed because it's Saturday. So I think that we're just gonna try to kind of figure out what we're gonna do. We were gonna leave San Francisco in a couple days anyway, so yeah, it's just gonna take a little bit of discussion deciding where we want to go to a mechanic. If we're gonna stay here for a couple days and go to a mechanic here. We do have commitments that we're trying to, we do have commitments in LA in a few days now, so just kind of having to find our bearings there. And I mean, I guess that's a part of what happens when your home is on wheels, but yeah.
heart of San Francisco right now at Twin Peaks, which is kind of like the center of the city. Just off to the side of me here is like right in the middle of downtown, and then you've got the ocean all around the outsides. It's super beautiful here. Although it looks super sunny and blue skies, it is, but it's also quite cold up here. It's like probably like 8 or 9 degrees, so Celsius. Rachel and I just drove back to where we stayed last night, or in that area at least, just so that we can post up for the night because that check engine light isn't looking good, and I don't want to do too much driving if we don't have to. So thankfully we got a lot of stuff filmed in the last couple of days. The van was kind of chugging a little bit, like when I hit the accelerator it would just kind of like pull, like you're just like ooh, ooh, ooh. Not all of the time, but just every once in a while. So my best guess is that it's something to do with like fuel injection system, or maybe like a clogged fuel filter or something. Although it's chugged a lot in the past, and the check engine light never came on, so who knows? Hopefully it's an inexpensive fix. Wish us luck.
But on that note, I think we're just going to close the vlog here. We don't want to do too much driving around with the check engine light on. And yeah, like Nick said, it's only Saturday, so we have to wait a little bit until we can see a mechanic. I hope everything's okay. But I do want to say before we sign off, because we had so much talk about car theft in San Francisco, and obviously that is very important to know about, especially if you're a van lifer coming here. This is something that I had heard about before we came to the city, and just like from other van life channels and stuff. So this is something that we were kind of warned about, and it's just a part of being in a city in general. You should just always be cautious about the stuff that you're leaving in your front seat and everything, especially if you can't afford to get a window repair. But all that being said, I don't want it to sound at all like we're not absolutely in love with San Francisco. We love it here. Obviously, before you're going on a trip, you want to go into it with no expectations, and that's so much easier said than done. And before crossing the border to go to the US, and as we're passing through many cities, you know, I just had my expectations about what cities I'm gonna love, and like I knew I was gonna love the Oregon coast, and Portland was awesome for eating, and I knew I'd like San Francisco. I never realized how much I'd absolutely love it here. This has got to be one of the best cities I've ever been to. I love city travel in general. Like, I feel more comfortable in a city than I do in like rural areas for the most part, but I also still like love the beach and nature, and I feel like the city has everything, as well as like really unique architecture and its own quirkiness and really awesome people. So I just want to say that we are loving it here genuinely so much, and we want to thank the city of San Francisco and the surrounding areas for being so welcoming to us. It's been really awesome, but we are going to close the video here. We're going further south, and I really need a nap. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you watch us every week, thank you so much for watching us again. We really appreciate it. And if you're new here, please come along with us as we venture down south in our ambulance conversion. We're so grateful for anyone who watched this video, especially to the end, and we will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.